There are a lot of interesting news and also scientific sharing today. And we have a wonderful guest, super active in NLG as a volunteer. His name is Eddy Luong, and let me just highlight him for a while. Hello, Eddy. Welcome to our live stream as a guest, not as a host. Eddy is a familiar face because he's also in the Vietnamese as a host in Livestream and contributed in many parts of our organization. Welcome, Eddy.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. So good morning and good evening or good afternoon everywhere, wherever you were in the world. Let's look like James. And so thank you, James, today for inviting me to sharing with the people or sharing with the audience. And on behalf of the NLG and also on behalf of like the peaceful world, I would like to send best wishes to our audience.
Yesterday,
yes.
Eddy, because today is Science Day. For me, every Wednesday is Science Day, and Friday will be on the teaching of NLG. And I was just thinking, oh, whom I haven't invited, and then suddenly, oh, how can we miss out Eddy? How can we miss him? So that's why I asked you if you are free to come today, and thank you so much for accepting. And yeah, it's really good to have you, and I'm sure we have a lot to discuss about Eddy. But maybe because today is Science Day, so maybe let's talk about science. I'll bring you back in a short while, and let me just introduce about the science, in NLG. All right. So we'll bring back Eddy in a short while, and it's really good to have him with us today. And to kickstart, I will just share this wonderful slide, and I think everyone knows this person, Nikola Tesla, right? He's an inventor, a really great scientist, and he invented the AC current. And he made this statement, which is really exciting, and I want to share with you. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Wow, very strong statement, isn't it? If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Wow. So, if we look back at our creation, to find out how everything is possible, how at NLG we can accept and receive the energy from the universe, then we have to look at the beginning of creation of the universe to understand and comprehend what actually went on. So, many years ago, people actually believed that the earth was flat, right? Until someone came along and said, no, it's round, right? So people changed their mindset. And then after that, they say, okay, earth is the center of the universe. Everything is evolving around. Then I think in the 16th century, another scientist came up and said, no, the sun is the center. The sun is the center, and everything is revolving around. So we changed from a flat earth to a round earth to the sun now being the center. Then they invented the powerful telescope, right? And some of these telescopes, they even sent to the outside of Earth, to get a better view. And then they came out with the conclusion that, hey, the Milky Way is not the only universe, and the sun is not in the center. We have millions and billions of galaxies like the Milky Way in the universe. Wow, it's like a whole paradigm shift from here to here. Do you know what I'm trying to relate here? It's like science has its time and place depending on where we are. And it's not conclusive. It's not like we can understand everything. But human beings, being humans, we always like to believe the things that we can see and the things that we can understand. And there are many things in the unseen world that we just discard and we don't care or ignore it, and we say that, no, those things don't exist. Am I right? That's just basically how our human mind, because our human mind is still very small, right, compared to what's out there, and the universe is expanding. Okay, so let me just explain about the universe, which is the accepted theory of in the cosmo world right now, and the accepted theory is the Big Bang theory. So all the energy came into one small, like a grain of rice, very small, all compacted, right? There was no time and space. They call it singularity. There's no time, all right? And then the energy exploded. And there's this big inflation. Inflation means travel at faster than the speed of light. Boom, right? But there's no sound because there's no particles. Particles make vibration so that we can hear sound. So they call it Big Bang, but there's no sound, all right? It's just a Big Bang. And the inflation happened and the universe started to expand. But the temperature was very high. So you don't have all the particles and all these, they were not existent. But when the temperature of the universe started to cool down, and this thing all happened within seconds, all right? When it started to cool down, then the particles started to happen. And the first few ones are mainly the gases like hydrogen, helium, lithium, and so on, all right? Then together with the other movements of the universe expanding, and then the gravitational thing, the two atoms will combine and different elements were being created, and then the stars were being created, and then the stars became too big, and then they exploded, and then more elements were being created, and this thing came to planet Earth. Am I clear on that? Eddie? Yeah. Interesting, right? So this is how, and this is like about 13.8 billion years ago. So people agree that's about 13.8 billion years ago. So initial Big Bang was light. Light is energy. And from there, it became different particles. And it's all related to the original light. So if you break down the, like now we are talking about, let's say, a cup, human being. When you break us down, humans are more than 90% made of carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, and nitrogen, right? So if you break down the molecule to the atoms, to the subatomic particles, to the quarks and the boson and everything else, if you look right into it, we are left with energy. Isn't it amazing? So energy is everything, and everything is energy. That's essentially what I'm trying to get at. And at NLG, we are all connected. That's why we are able to receive the energy from outer space. And a lot of people who don't understand, they will think that, hey, there's something not right here, right? Because they don't see it, and therefore they don't believe in it. And it's such a pity. It's such a waste. All right, I'll bring on our guest. Yeah, Eddie. So yeah, the things that I've just shared as an introduction, what do you think?
I'm agree with you, James. Because in fact, that I am the person who loves science, because I think that science will have more words to explain and to let me know what we need to understand about the world. But that when I know about the science, when I study about the science, not too much, but I saw that a lot of change about science, and I have I understand that the science of the universe is not changed, but the science of the human being is always changed.
Our understanding. That's why I highlighted the Earth was flat, then the Earth was round, then the universe is around the Earth, then the universe is around the sun. You see how people change in their mindset over time?
That's right. So that the science of the universe is only one thing. So when I learned about the NLG and when I practice in the NLG, it's also I'm praying, and then I understand that the science of the universe is never changed. It's only one thing. That's love energy. That's love. Because I do think and I do believe that the love energy, or you know that the love light create the universe. So it's only have one thing. But you know, the human being, they are trying to understand, they are trying to explaining the all the, you know, all the stranger things. So they use science and they call this is a science. But you know, when from my side and from my point of view, I see this. I just sharing with you and the audience.
You know, Eddie, interestingly, if you look at ancient times, I mean, you talk about the Egyptian, for example, because it's so marvelous of their knowledge of science because of how the pyramid was built. But if you look at the Egyptians and also maybe the Sumerian, the Mayans, and all these ancient people, they actually talk about the outer space already. They have knowledge already at that time. And I find that it's so interesting that even until now, we are just about to find out more and more of the relationship with the universe, when ancient people, they have been informed and they didn't have the science, equipment and stuff to tell them, but they already knew. And we find that in the drawings on the walls and all the evidence that they have and the artifacts and everything. And it's pretty amazing what they know about the universe, probably more than what the scientists today know. Isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Now, Eddie, I would like to ask you, how did you get to know about NLG? I mean, how did it all start for you?
Let's talk about the journey of NLG before talking about it. And before talking about this journey, I would love to thank you, my beloved sister Trina, because like she was the one who bring me to the NLG, also bring me a lot of like, you know, knowledge and spiritual, a lot of things, and especially she bring the love to everyone, and especially for me. So I would like to thank you, my sister Trina. You know that I knew NLG in March. Before I knew NLG, I saw my sister change, because like I'm working with her and I'm, you know, standing side by side with her for many years. So I understand her situation. I understand her feeling and emotion. And I saw that she changed. Even that we got a lot of problem in our business, also like a lot of things, but she changed. And then I saw about why she changed so much, and she feel like more happy, more, you know, I don't know how to say, but you know,
more at peace, more peaceful, more
peaceful. You know that
calm, yeah.
I saw a lot of like good things from her. So, and she shared with me that, Eddie, you are my beloved brother. You should learn about NLG and you should know about NLG. I said, yes, of course, because like, you know that I do believe on her 100%. So whatever, you know, whatever she sharing or something, I am the one who volunteer and go first. And I, you know that in the first class of NLG, just first class and a half section, not, you know, a fully section in the class one. And then I feel that this is like the key of my life. I'm feeling that I was wrong a lot. I'm feeling that I am finding a lot of, you know, not valuable things. And this is the key of my life. And then I'm so happy. I'm sharing with my, you know, family members, with all my friends, but just 2 people follow me to learn. And I continue to learn class 1, class 2. When I get higher, you know that I'm more happier. When I get higher and I'm more happier. And you know that luckily, I just spent about 3 months and I got into the class 4. So
that's very fast.
So you know that the happy in my life, and also that the peaceful in my heart. I'm feeling and feeling every day. And you know that. So thanks to Trina, I know NLG. And you know that when I start learning NLG in the class 1, I'm thinking about that. This NLG is very good for me. But how can I sharing this good, or how can I sharing this, like, you know, the best of energy to every people? So I have to understand. And if I would like to understand, I would like to be the volunteer to help and support the NLG. So, you know, when it looks like you are doing the business, you have to be the business insider. So you have to, so you know, and you understand deeply and inside, so you can sharing with the people and lead the people. So that's why this is my, you know, how can I know NLG, and how can I want to be the volunteer in NLG? I just look, you know, just want to sharing with the people, but you cannot share what you don't understand. And if you would like to understand, you have to step in, learn, volunteer, do the support, and then I can, you know, learn a lot of things there, training myself, and also have the knowledge to share it with the people. That's my point.
Well, Eddie, I agree with you. I always maintain that a deep understanding of anything is being able to share with somebody else.
Yep.
You know, when we read things, yeah, we understand, but we don't understand deep enough to share. So when you want to share, then you have to really learn more to
Yep.
make sure that you have everything that you need to know to explain. So that was what you went through. And also, I believe at the same time, your frequency increased, you know, and you said you went from class 1 to class 4 within 3 months.
Yeah, it looked like the vibration.
Absolutely.
The frequency and the vibration in my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why at NLG, we have class 1, class 2, class 3, and, you know, and every level, we teach you different things, because when you are at class 1, we cannot teach you class 3 or class 4 because your mind cannot understand.
Yeah.
You see? So that's why we prepare you to practice and then increase your energy and frequency. Then we will tell you more things. So that will help you. And that's what happened to a lot of us. And most of us, by the time we reach class 3, we feel the calmness and the peace. And that's so amazing. Now, class 1, class 2 is like preparation, healing, self-healing, trying to prepare you for something better that you can help mankind when you reach class 3.
Yeah.
So it's very hard for you to visualize at class 1 how to help mankind when you cannot even help yourself, you see? So it's a very exciting journey. And I personally would like to thank Trina as well, just like you, because Trina was the one who brought me into NLG, right? Yeah. And it's so amazing because, like most people during this pandemic, we all suffer from the, you know, in the business world and everything else that we have been doing in the past. And there's a lot of stress and anxiety. And Trina was the one who introduced to me in August. It was actually in July she introduced to me, but the class was available in August. So yeah, thanks to Trina. Amazing. We love you, Trina, right, by the way. And I'm sure Eddie really appreciative, yeah? And gratitude is very important. Now, what roles do you play? I mean, how do you help out as a volunteer in NLG? You are the super volunteer, so tell us about it one by one.
Yeah, actually, I'm just sharing with you that I have no role in NLG. And you know that I even that don't need any role, or don't need any like power, or don't need any position. I just want to serve. Whatever I can do, I would like to do with my best, and whatever I cannot do, I will learn. I just like, you know, I just like to serve the people, serve the community. But you know that regarding to the role, or regarding to the position, or I mean that the responsibility, So right now I'm taking care for the Vietnamese live stream host. I taking care as a host for the radio. I mean that's
the new one, the radio.
yeah, the new one radio. That's the how can I say, the love and
yes, the story.
The story of love, the story of love, and how love changed the people. So and I support the Vietnam team to organize the program, the future, also like a lot of things in the in the you know, in the way how to develop energy in also Vietnam and also in international. So, but for international, I am not I'm not the host. I am behind guy. I am the technique guy. I'm take care all the things behind the scenes, and also for the class, and I'm taking care on the class. So a lot of audience.
Yeah, it's a lot of responsibility. All
Yeah.
the Zooms, all the links, all the, I don't know, even now the part of your team, you have the translating the subtitles of the videos of Mr. Lee and
Yeah.
so many things. And all the formula, sometimes there's some changes and you have to be aware of that. Yeah.
For some of like translation or formula, I have like I have a very good assistant. I have a very good assistant.
Amazing. Hakak is amazing.
Amazing.
I thank her for that, really. I learned so much about NLG because of Hakak's translation. Honestly, Eddie, it's amazing.
You know that I cannot do anything if I don't have my amazing team, including you. And
yeah, one big family, yeah, helping one another.
We are a big family. It looks like that we are a role.
Yes.
We are like a role like this.
Yes.
So everyone who step down, we will suffer, and everyone who continue rolling together.
Yep.
The team, more love, more peace, and more successful.
Well, according to the teaching of Mr. Lee, and I know this, is that the strong people should help the weak people. So that's why as a human race, we can all evolve together. That means everyone must help everyone else. And that's why the NLG family, that's what we practice. We practice helping people. And that's why there's so much love within the community.
That's right. That's right. So I just like you also understand that our successful is the community. They receive a lot of like value. This is our successful, and this is our role, and this is our goal.
We support them. We guide them. We help them to mature in the NLG journey.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let the people, feeling and receive the value, look like you, look like me, look like a lot of like people that receive the value, because that we cannot find this value in outside.
Yeah.
Because I am the person who have a lot of experience. It's, I'm not old too much, but I have enough time with the market. I have enough time with the human being, with a lot of things, and I understand that if we continue looking for the money or looking for the financial wealth or looking for this, we will got a lot of trouble. I totally agree that we need money for our life. But this is not the key things in your life that you are looking for. You're looking for love, and you're looking for the support for the people. You will got a lot of peace. Also, you will got more wealthy, more healthy, and everything in your life you have it all. So that even that I am not working energy for the people with something, but I am working for energy for me, because like that I have the platform, I have the the keys to help the people and to love the people.
I know what you mean, Eddie.
I'm so selfish, right?
I'm going through exactly the same thing also.
Yeah.
By helping people, we are helping ourselves. I think the more we give, the more we receive in return.
That's
And
right.
the focus that you're talking about is what makes you happy. And most people, just like us in the past, I'm a businessman, just like you. And we focus on money, we focus on all these material things in this world. Not to say that money is not important,
Yeah,
but
money is very important.
it's just that the focus. So if we focus on that, then it will not make us happy. But if we focus on helping mankind, helping people, then good things will come to us. That is the law of attraction. All right, Eddie, I think Mr. Lee is about to, I have to switch now to the other side and
Yes.
share, and I'll come back to you. All right, Eddie?
Yeah, for sure.
I really enjoy chit-chatting with you, and also for people to know more about what we do behind the scene in NLG. Okay, so I hope I can get this up correctly, and let me just share this. Ladies and gentlemen, to our NLG live stream. Mr. Lee would like to send the NLG energy to the beloved audience. Okay, Eddie, welcome back.
Yeah, well, welcome
Yeah,
back.
I hope everyone received the wonderful healing energy from Mr. Lee.
Yeah,
Today we have this wonderful transmission, not only from Mr. Lee, but behind the scene, there are a few hundred class 4 practitioners transforming at the same time, transmitting all this energy to people, especially people who need healing right now during this pandemic, which is pretty bad right now. So yeah, before we go on with the discussion, chit chat with Eddie, just a couple of announcements. Number one is we have the class 1 this coming Saturday and Sunday, both in English and in French. It will be at Vietnam time, starting from 8 p.m. Vietnam time, GMT +7. And we will open the meeting room. And then by 8:30 p.m., punctually, we will start the class. So that will be on Saturday and Sunday. So if you haven't registered, please, go ahead, and I think it's in the Facebook and everywhere. So in your Telegram chat and everywhere else, the link. So please go ahead and register. And also on December 5, for all the class 3 practitioners, only class 3. Well, there's a special treat for all of you. And I guess for the English, there is a class 3 Zoom link, right, Eddie? That they have to register as well, right? And that will be on Sunday, December 5 at 9:30 a.m. Vietnam time. So it's in the morning, all right, in Vietnam, which means it's in the evening in America and Canada. And please don't get confused, all right? Just make sure it's AM, not PM, Vietnam time. Very important. Otherwise, you will miss out on a very important thing, because Mr. Lee is not just going to activate those who miss out in the class 3. He will give double 2 activations, but also he will activate you to allow you to practice the COVID formula. We call it the COVID formula. And this COVID formula is where you can, doing the self-healing, transform these COVID variants and all illnesses into love energy. And this will be fantastic for all of you. So this is a Christmas treat, Christmas treat given by Mr. Lee to all the class 3 practitioners. So don't miss on this great opportunity. All right, Eddie. So let's continue with our chit chat about, about everything else. Hang on. Add spotlight. All right. So we are side by side. And the journey of, I think we just go back to the science a little bit, because we went out of the science, because today is a science day. And I guess a lot of us, we probably don't know how we can connect the energy from the universe or outer space. So as I have illustrated a while ago, we all came from photon, the Big Bang, and then the photon became other elements, particles along the way. And we humans are made of this, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon, hydrogen, and so on, right? So we are all linked. We are stardust. Some people say we are stardust because when the stars exploded, the supernova and whatever, that's where oxygen and some of these other elements are formed, and they found their way to planet Earth. So indirectly, we are connected. But how are we connected? Well, the thing is this. There was a science experiment in 1997 in University of Geneva, where they did the photon, the twin photon experiment, where one photon they divide into 2. So the 2, you add up the mass, becomes 1. All right. So it's exactly 1 became 2. And the 2 photons they send into 2 different directions. And one 7 miles away north, the other one 7 miles south. And when they did manipulate one photon, the other one reacted as if it was being manipulated upon, even though nothing happened to that particular proton intentionally. It was just this one that was being manipulated, but this one reacted. Can you imagine? So what I'm saying is that from the photon that we originally came from, we split and split and split. We are all in a way linked back to the same source. So that's how we are connected. All right. That means all living things, the plants and every, animals, everything, all are connected. We have that capability. And that's why in the practice of NLG, we are able to support energy to all living things, right, Eddie? And that's why we also can improve on the livestock farming and so many things, not just humans. So that's the wonderful thing. So maybe you would like to share what else NLG is helping out. There are, I think, families' difficulty in giving birth. We help out on that, and the farming. And do you know anything about all these things, Eddie?
Do you know that I'm just sharing a little bit about, let's say, what I have discovered in myself. You know that when I was young, I always asked my grandparents that, Grandpa, why does the heart is in the center of the people? Why don't the heart is your head, your arms, or your leg, and in the heart of the people? So my grandfather said, your heart will keep your balance in your physical body is on, and also your peaceful in your heart, your sound. I don't understand much. I didn't understand. And you know that when I grew up, I got a lot of trouble. I learned NLG. So now, I understand one thing, that yes, that's correct, because that with the science, if your heart giving love, the photon in your heart, the photon energy will be more than 100,000 times the affecting with other people. And a lot of people, they always want to get closer to you. They want to be with you. They want to hug you, or talking with you, because they feeling the photon, that the energy wave, and it's appear, and it's like, it has from your heart already. But if we use it, we can, if we use it by love, by love attitude, or by your true heart
intention. The intention is love.
That's right. If we get the people more closer to you, that's the key things, And the science, they have explained about the photon, and they have explained about the energy wave into your body. It's look like that, the energy wave in your body, and
it's a few feet. It's a few feet, around you, around you.
Yeah. And it will go through your heart, and your heart will be the key thing to get the balance on.
It's actually, it comes from the heart. Actually, science already proven that. And that's why they call it the EMF. It's same as the radio wave. It's the EMF wave coming from your heart. And there's also science that has proven that if you practice love, like what you say, if you practice love, right, you can also send intention to change the DNA.
That's right.
Right. So how powerful is the heart? The heart is so amazing. But if you know how and you practice love, it becomes even more powerful.
Yes.
And that's a wonderful thing about NLG, because at NLG, we practice the 5 forms of love. And Mr. Lee always remind people about morality, about the +1, -1, and the 5 forms of love. So if you're able to do that, your heart will radiate very strongly, and everyone will feel you, as what you said, because that goes back to the law of vibration. Why vibration? Because if you break down all the subatomic particles, right, it will have energy, and energy vibrates.
Yes, that's
Whether
right.
it's light energy, sound energy, energy vibrates. So yeah, there you go.
Very interesting, because sometimes if we cannot visualize what exactly the energy come into my brain, come into my body, but it changed my life. Actually, it changed my life. But if we cannot visualize it, listen to the science, because science they are trying to explain what happened in your life, and also what happened in your brain, and also vibration and the law of attraction. They explain all. So that's why I love science, because
Yeah.
that science they try to explain for us to get us to more easy to understand.
Well, we are very fortunate now. I mean, compared to, let's say, 50 or even 100 years ago, because now at least we have what they call quantum science, thanks to Albert Einstein, right?
Yeah.
With quantum science, we understand that there is the invisible force, which is the electromagnetic field, and that's why science started looking into these invisible things. And now we are able to explain, because scientifically it has been shown, right? So that's why we are connecting the dots together to allow us to see it, so that when we see it, we will believe more. That's human being, right? So
Yes.
anyway, thank you, Eddie. I think time is running out a little bit, and really appreciate you coming to the live stream. You should come here more, right? So that we can chit chat.
No, I think that I should be behind to support the team. So that the team, we have a lot of people with the bright and good English, and a lot of good knowledge. They will be the host, and I just stay behind to support the people. I think that
you speak good English and you're very handsome, so no problem.
so
Anyway,
thank you so much. Thank you so much. But that before we leave, and before we leave today,
yeah, what is your message to the people watching?
I just like a message to the people that I would like to share. Before I'm sharing, I would like to thank you, our creator, because that all the people can understand that all the things in the universe is not naturally created. It will have, it has someone who has created anything, and I can call is our creator. And I thank you for him, and I thank you him about giving us the energy, giving for me the new life. And also I can say with you, James, you know me for a long time, right? For years.
Yes, few years ago.
Yes, and you will see that my life have changed.
Yeah, all of us.
All of us. I saw that you changed, Trina changed, a lot of people they changed, and change going to the positive, the positive way, with love and with peaceful, and a lot of smile in our that's in the past when we got trouble in the business, we also that's a lot of some stressful in our head. Even though even though that when we discuss something we get angry, right? We so suffer. But right now that we have the energy with love.
You know why? Because we believe in the law of universe. Because our vibration and frequency is higher now. There's a lot of things that we are enlightened. We can see, we can feel, and that gives us the peace. In other words, we don't have anxiety, because the future will take care of itself as long as we do this. So we are very clear where we are heading. Am I right, Eddie?
Yeah, that's right.
The other thing also, what you said is very something that resonates with what I believe is nothing happened by chance. The fact that we are all here, the fact that you're watching today is all by design. Yeah. Everything has been designed. Why I say that?
Agree with you, definitely.
Because if you look at the Big Bang, with the Big Bang, if the temperature was just a few degrees hotter or a few degrees colder, or something changed in the creation of universe, you and I will not be sitting here today.
For sure.
We will not be formed. All right. So everything happened perfectly well. That's why more than 3 million years ago, the lowest form of life with the DNA was formed on planet Earth, and it evolves into what we are today. So it's really amazing. And we are designed. by our Creator. So
Agree.
just like you,
Agree.
thank you so much. Gratitude is very important. So Eddie, and thank you so much for being with us and sharing, and also continue with the good work, with NLG, and a lot of blessings will come your way. So thank you, and goodbye, and come on everybody, and hopefully see you on the weekend. All right.
Okay. Because the weekend we have a class.
Yeah, we have a class. Introduce to all your friends and loved ones. This is the only class in the December, class 1. There are no two class 1, only one. All right.
Only one in December, and then we have the class 2, and then we prep for the Christmas, right?
And then we have a Christmas party. All right.
Yeah.
So anybody, thank you so much. And those in class 3, don't miss out. Make a date, 3 hours. Make a date with us on Sunday morning, 9:30 a.m. For 3 hours with Mr. Lee. All right, so thank you and goodbye. And
especially in our class 3 reunions, this December we have a special gift for Mr. Lee. It's like the COVID protection energy.
Wow.
Everybody, so everybody should learn and protect yourself and family. So thank you, Dr. James, today for sharing a lot of things science, because I love science.
Interesting teacher.
And also thank you for all our audience have take some time to listen to us.
Okay, have a nice day. Goodbye.
Okay, have a nice day. See ya.